Another trailer dropped for Mafia, the old country. By the way, if there's any further cinematic trailers or story trailers, I'm not going to cover them because I don't want to get spoiled any further than I already have been by those particular trailers. The game is only about less than 2 months away, coming out in August, so I'm looking forward to playing Mafia the Old Country. By the way, this trailer, Breaking Omertà, Art Meets Technology, link below in the description section. All right, let's check it out.
Mafia is a game that's always defined by its cinematic presentation. It was important that the game has the same production values that players
Alex Cox
expect
right
from
there.
a Mafia game.
He's been there for a while.
That we've managed to elevate those.
Yeah, the game looks absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm amazed what they've been able to do with Mafia the Old Country on Unreal Engine 5. You got, I guess that's San Celeste in the background, and there's a house up here in the foreground, and the hills, the foliage, looks amazing. Okay.
The ambition to make sure that this is the best looking game is definitely there.
It's definitely a looker. Oh, I love that. I love the sunlights. You know, the time of day, how the sun has different lighting. Looks like the sun's setting, so that looks really, really amazing. That looks beautiful. I like it.
Mafia, the old country, utilizes features that give us a lot of artistic freedom.
Yeah, I like that. You got like a worker in the background, and then you have this horse here. The horses look pretty decent in this game. I'm surprised how good the horses look. Because when you're thinking of horses, right, you think of Red Dead Redemption 2 horses. And these are not bad. I look forward to trying out the horses and the vehicles in Mafia the Old Country when it comes out.
To tell that story in a way that we just wouldn't be able to with other technologies.
Yeah, the technology is very, very impressive.
From metahuman to nanite to lumen, you know, these are all different technologies which we are pushing to the max, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's allowing us to grasp the intricacies of a performance. It's allowing us to automate some parts of the process to be able to get to a point where we can really start to put our human thumbprints on some of these assets.
Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
I do. It's a whole new tech.
Yeah, the motion capture has definitely come a long way since 2016 with Mafia 3. It's amazing to see how far that's progressed, like from Mafia 3 to Mafia Definitive Edition, and now with Mafia the Old Country. Very impressive.
I would say the biggest benefits are especially in animations, facial animation, wrinkle maps, shaders. Yeah. There's a notable improvement in visual fidelity. It's the poly count, it's the shaders, the grooms, eye shader. We did use a specific color palettes to distinguish the families, the fashions, and the enemies.
Yeah, I like that. I like the fact that each faction is going to have a different look to them. That way you're able to easily distinguish, like, visually friend from foe and determine right away which faction it is.
Fashions and the enemies. So there is a color code for every faction.
When it comes to characters, it's just ensuring we've got amazing looking, high fidelity characters that I think are on par with some of the best in the industry.
We are hugely benefiting from metahuman technology.
That's crazy.
Good facial expressions, very nice looking hairstyles.
You look beautiful.
Yeah, look at the interior of the car, like the wheel and everything else in this time period vehicle from the early 20th century. That is so freaking impressive, the attention to detail.
Facial hair was something for a man of that period, which was like well-groomed. The opposite spectrum for either the peasants or the bandits.
The artists have really kind of been unleashed on not just the environment art, on the characters, on the vehicles, on the weapons and everything.
We are trying to deliver the vivid world of Sicily.
Yeah, I mean, look at this villa. It looks really, really nice. I wonder if this is Don Teresi's villa. Wouldn't surprise me. It's a nice looking home. And you got looks like a volcano in the background. Didn't like what Mount Etna erupt like what in Italy? Is this Mount Etna, or is that on Italy, or is it on Sicily? But anyways, a volcano erupted I think a few days ago. But anyways, you can see the smoke coming up. Not exactly good, kind of ominous. But you got the dirt roads, you got horses, you got wagons, you got people working and just living their lives. Like, it's amazing how far games have gotten to the point where it almost looks real. Almost.
The majority of
It's
the
so
textures
close.
we have in game is created procedurally in Substance Designer.
Yeah, I do love this. I love. Let me pull this down real quick. I'll pull that back up in a second. Like the attention to detail of these the sculptures, right, and the plants, the pots, the paintings, the work on the wall. I mean, it looks phenomenal.
That allows us to have better control over what we see on the screen, and also do easy tweaks. If we want to change something, thanks to it being procedural, we can just do adjustments on the fly.
That's pretty impressive. Oh yeah, I like this shot. It looks like kind of like a market here, some buildings. I love the look of these buildings. And they look like they've been there for, probably centuries. And the way this building looks up here, at the top of, I guess, San Celeste. I'm guessing that's the name of this town. It was in Mafia 2. I would be shocked if it still didn't have the name San Celeste. But it looks amazing. I'm very impressed, obviously.
Tool that gives us the ability to regenerate the whole building sets basically in a couple hours.
A couple of hours? Wow, that's cool. And I like this. Look at that. You got the Italian flag from back in the day, the Kingdom of Italy. And, God, it looks so good.
Whenever we need to change the whole system, it just reacts to it.
And the water effects are pretty good too, not bad. It's just everything, like the attention to detail of this boat, ropes and nets, and so many other things going on. It looks like a lived-in world.
The cities look beautiful and
That looks pretty
consistent in the art.
It allows us to make sure that we've just got the diversity of the environments that we wouldn't really be able to see with some other engines.
Yeah, it just looks amazing. Like, this factory here looks really, really good.
The past titles, like Mafia 3 or even Mafia Definitive Edition, one building, for example, had around 30,000 triangles. One building in Mafia Old Country, it can have more than 1 million.
Wow. That is amazing. Like, that is like way more detail in these buildings in Mafia the Old Country than in Mafia Definitive Edition. That's crazy. Like how much more work has been put into this game. I mean, it's just the technology. It's Unreal Engine 5. And years ago, during the Matrix demo from Unreal Engine 5, I talked about how a lot of studios, big studios and small studios, were going to be able to take Unreal Engine 5 and make some phenomenal games. And I think we're seeing a lot of really good games using Unreal Engine 5.
Triangles.
The world can be quite detailed, so we can reflect how real Sicily is, how diverse it is, and we can put a lot more into our game.
Mafia games have always been attractive, we've always had great art, but this new game really takes that to a whole new level.
We are trying to create the experience for the player in a way that there is a storytelling behind those places.
Give me a minute.
I have no hesitation that this will be
well, like that. This shit. Hold on. All right, so there's like a boat, a sailboat, like a boat back there. So there's a boat. There's another boat here. There's the water. I wonder if we'll actually get to go out on the water. Probably not, unless there's like a mission for it. I feel like it's just going to be things floating in the distance, right?
This will be the best looking Mafia game in the franchise.
Yeah.
This is how he wants it. This is how it'll be.
Yeah, I agree with that final comment. I think this is easily the best looking Mafia game to date. Now, bear in mind, for its time, the original Mafia game looked amazing when it came out in, 2002? And then a few years later, Mafia 2 looked amazing as well. And Mafia 3 wasn't perfect. It definitely needed more time in the oven. I will admit to that. The remake for Mafia Definitive Edition a few years ago, that was not bad. But this game looks amazing. Like every time I see video just showing off the world of Sicily and Mafia the Old Country or screenshots, like I'm just impressed of how good looking this world is. And it really makes me hope and dream. I know some of you probably know what I'm about to say. I really hope, Hangar 13, you give us a freaking free ride so we can take our horses and our cars and ride and trot and walk around this world, besides in the main story, which obviously is linear, which Mafia fans like myself, well, we've come to expect from the first two Mafia games. But especially since like we got these different packs, right? These different editions and pre-orders where we get these different vehicles and different horses. It would be a shame if we couldn't enjoy those horses, and obviously story mode for the horses and cars, as well as hopefully a free ride version of Mafia, the old country. Please give us free ride. So there you go. That is my reaction, thoughts, views, opinions regarding Breaking Omertà. Art meets technology. It makes me even more excited for Mafia, the old country, which I'll be playing coming up in August. Very, very excited about my trip to Sicily, and I'm sure you're excited about your trip as well. Your thoughts, views, and opinions, welcome, as always, below in the comments section.